Hey gang, it's the Fingernail Fixer, and since I'm at training surrounded by other talented education ambassadors, I have another EA video for you, and this one is done by Bonnie. Take it away.
Hello everybody. I am going to do a carving nail for you all. It's one of my personal favorites, and I've been wearing it a lot myself lately, and it's using most of the colors in the new release of the last 6 of shellac. Remember, you're going to start with your base coat, and I'm going to go in and polish the nail with the new chrome, silver chrome. Remember, this is a big old color pop, so it takes a lot more of product to cover that. And just an even thin layer is all you need. We're going to go ahead and cure that for 2 minutes. We're going to come back in once that's cured, and we're going to take the new rubble. We're going to cover that, the whole nail again with that. It's going to be a thin coat, but it needs to evenly cover the nail so that you can't see the silver chrome through it, but barely. So you don't want it to streak, and if you let it set for a minute after you finish polishing, it allows it to cover in any streaks that might have been left from your application initially. Also, I find that when you're carving out like this, if you do let it sit for just a little bit before you start the carving, it doesn't tend to fill in quite as quickly, and it holds the lines a little better, especially if you have a bigger nail. I also will do 1 or 2 nails at a time with this and then freeze them in the lamp for 10 seconds so that it holds the design and then it doesn't run together and you don't mudge it and mess it up accidentally. I'm going to take one of the styluses, dotting tools, whatever you want to call them, and I'm going to just randomly start, sorry, forgot, have a little pad with a little bit of alcohol on it, carving out my design here. And this is completely up to you on how you want it to look on the nail. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beautiful thing about art. You can make it any way you want to. And if you have the daughter tool with different ends on it, some of them bigger, some of them littler, you can change them up that way. And I just go in and create that design until it's exactly the way I want it. We're going to keep filling it in, doing the fun squiggles. It sort of reminds me, I live in New Mexico, and there's a lot of neat Indian art, and it reminds me a lot of some of the things I see there. And it's very neutral, so it doesn't jump out, it's subtle. I get tons of compliments, or I have been getting tons of compliments on it, which always makes us feel good. And it doesn't take any extra products. You could even do this. Whoa, I got a big fuzzy in there. Excuse me. Come out. They are not allowed in art. Okay, so that's one interpretation you can do it, and we're going to go ahead and cure that for 2 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have cured the rubble for 2 minutes, and now I'm going to take Cityscape. You're going to load your brush up a little bit heavier than you would normally. especially if you have a lot of your lines really close together and you're going to really work the cityscape into the design so that it fills in where you have carved it out and it leaves the color and the texture behind. So it's filling it in a little bit, but you're able to see the design underneath. Go ahead and wipe off the extra once you get the nail covered, and then go over it again and kind of squeegee all the extra off that might be on the surface. And as you're doing that, it will smooth back out again. So you might see a little bit of streaking, but then it covers itself back up again. We're going to cure this for 2 minutes, and then we're going to put one more layer on. Okay, we finished curing our cityscape, and now we're going to take a nice thin coat of Silver VIP Status and work that in. Remember, I'm taking a large amount out initially because I've got this big old color pop I'm working on. And if you do this with finer lines, you get a lot more intricate detail on a normal sized nail, and it is totally cool. Gonna cure this for 2 minutes, and then we're going to, of course, seal it with our top coat and take off the sticky layer and enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Have fun!